Hi. 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 Hi guys. Um Sorry about that. Just as stream was about to start, one of my colleagues called me and said there is a high school standing outside the door. Does anybody know anything about a high school coming to the spa today? And obviously no one knew anything. It's like what am I supposed to do with all these people? I have to let them in. And so she just called me and said, well, I mean, I can't stay here until like 9 o'clock at night because I've got children and whatnot. And I told her, well, I've got something from 5 to 7, but if you need me after that, just give me a call. So that's why things got a little bit delayed. It was just during the stream countdown. Um, she called me, so apologies. I have managed to stabilize the stream. I don't know what was, it was flickering all over the place between like frame rates and whatnot before now, but all should be good. Hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome back to me. I'm here. I'm on my desktop. It's amazing. My screen is big again. It's a little bit, the chair is a little bit tall. Not gonna lie, you're supposed to look, I mean, I guess you're supposed to look at this on your screen, but I still feel like I need to look a little bit more upwards. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and I've got two screens, and I can see the chat, and I can see how OBS is doing. I can see if anybody's message is, filtered by the nice mod. I can see everything. I can control everything now. It's very nice, and it's very nice to be back. And hello, Vanya, how have you been? Happy Tuesday. It's another week. It's another week at work, and I had the most amazing power nap just before the stream, and I needed it. And I was also, if you can see the nice, very aesthetically beautiful blanket behind me, because everything was just overexposed because the sun is right outside. The sun is right outside my window. And the room was just white behind me. There was me, and then there was white. I mean, I guess that's if I'm in heaven, I guess that makes sense, but I'm not. I'm far from it. So I thought maybe not appropriate. And it's not very fun because you can't see anything. You can't see who I brought with me back from the weekend. I brought, let me, I can't see us beyond because the microphone is in the way. Let me see. No, that doesn't help. There we go. They came back with me. There was space. They're squishy. You can squish them into spaces in the car. So they came with me, and you can see the top of my, over there, you can see the top of my ficus ginseng plant. Vanya, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. I can actually see the little emote pop up now. That's so fun. Thank you so much. So he's here. My bonsai plant is here. He's dropped a lot of leaves, but he's bouncing back. You can see all these new leaves are gonna grow up. So all is well. I also yesterday decided to repot my doll plant, and I shall tell you all about it. Hello from training room. Hello, Broly. Well, give it all you've got. What do you say at training rooms? Yeah, give it all you've got. You've got this. How was your weekend? I'm tired. It's just, I am tired, and it resulted in me telling my dad, so you know, Dad, next time we have this family get together, I don't think I'm gonna join. And he was not very happy with that. Let's just put it that way. He told me that I was forced to, but I could just go and dig a hole in the garden and put myself in said hole and bury myself, and he won't be able to get me out. And I won't be able to join. Sad. Very sad. Streaming from the planet Mercury. Yeah, very close to the sun. Very close. So I don't actually, I've been toying with a few ideas of what to do today. As we always do, usually, always usually do, I prefer just to chill. So we'll be chilling a bit. I was thinking maybe doing a key, but I've got cake at the moment beside me, and you can't do a key and eat cake at the same time. Hello, all you beautiful people. Hello, Cosmo. All plants still alive? No. We lost a couple of soldiers. The most important ones, however, survived. My Limelight Hortensia, I might have told you guys about it, survived. I mean, all the flowers withered, but it got all these new leaves. I don't know how it had the energy, because all the plants, you could just you looked at the pots and the dirt, it was just shriveled like this. You could just see that the plants had just sort of sucked out all the moisture in the dirt that they were sitting in. It was just so dry, and it was just sucked down in the pots. It was terrifying to look at. Definitely suffering all over. But the bonsai plant is my most important plant. I love it. I'd do anything for it. So I'm very happy that that one survived. I mean, it's a tree. Most trees are pretty hardy. They can drop most of their leaves and they'll still be able to bounce back. So I had faith in it, but it also got 2 water bottles that Vanya suggested. So it didn't just get 1 water bottle, it got 2. So I had a backup. The other Hortensia, the beautiful purple lilac one, died. Very, very dead. And my grandmother's basil plant also was very, very dead. The 2 plants inside had really suffered because they hadn't gotten any rain at all. And one was the basil, and basil needed a lot of water. The other basil plant, the one from outside, which I just bought in the local grocery store, was still okay. Sort of. And I've now potted that in a big pot outside with a friend. And then I had some cat grass as well that I had put outside, which was about this tall when I left it. And it was just, you could just see these long leaves of grass that had grown up and then sort of wilted and died. And then a couple of really long strings. But now my cat is outside here at the farmhouse. So I don't need the cat grass. I just threw that and went away. So 3 out of... I mean, all my orchids survived. So we just had 2. We just lost 2. We lost a basil plant and we lost a hortensia. But it was just a hortensia. You can get more of those. You can't get more bonsai plants. This is my bonsai. It's very... They get so personal because you shape them yourself and you... Yeah. Anyway, I'm a plant mom. Like, don't sue me. Cake, tell us more about this cake. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll show you. This, I've taken a few bites of it. This is dream cake. It's not very aesthetically pretty, but it's tasty. My mom made it apparently for my dad and her when they were back at the other house that they're trying to sell at the moment. And she baked this. The cake is a little bit too tall for the topping, so you want more of the topping. I think she was a little bit stingy with the topping, not gonna lie. But you never know because you made it like a huge pan of it. So sometimes the topping sort of slide down one of the sides. So that might have happened. But it's very tasty. And I'm just very slowly eating it. I was having a bit too much coffee before the stream and it gave me a stomach ache. All withered and shriveled. I've had days like that this summer. Oh yeah. I would probably be if I wasn't so moist because I work at a spa. May they rest in peace. Thank you, Cosmo. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, well, what am I doing currently? Oh yeah. So I was running the Emerald Nightmare on my druid last night. I was supposed to bring one of my Falcasaur pets for the Falcasaur quest line. And I was sure it was the Snowfeather one. So I ran the raid, and then it was this Sharp Talon, and now I want my revenge. So you guys have to sit through that before we do anything else. I'm sorry, not sorry. Sup, Anatar, how are you? Welcome to a new week. How was your weekend? Yeah, looks like my stream has stabilized. It was very, very much all over the place. I don't think, even if this is my desktop, I don't think it can handle TSM and WoW and OBS and Twitch at the same time. And that's not my desktop, that's the internet. Amazing internet. George, how are you? Light bless you all. Well, light bless you. How are you? Are you in betterment? Are you better? Very good. How about you? Okay, so I should tell you guys about it. Hang on a second. I want to just quickly do something about this camera. I don't need all this brightness anymore. It was just all over the place before. Here we go. That looks very nice, actually. I think. Where am I going? I need to get out of here first. So my weekend. My weekend started Saturday morning at 4:45 a.m. I get out of bed very sleepily because I've been working the evening before until relatively late. I'd closed the spa. And I get up and I meet up with this guy from the town who's taking the earliest ferry, and we go together. And that's very nice of him. And I had brought some breakfast. I'd made myself a breakfast sandwich, which is not as fancy as it sounds. It was just a piece of my favorite cheese between two pieces of bread. And I brought that with me. And then I had actually not stolen, but we ordered these sandwiches for customers at the spa. And we had a couple leftovers. So I took one of those for lunch as well. And then we drove down through Denmark towards where my apartment is, because it was very early. And I had time to stop by my apartment before meeting up with my brother and his girlfriend and going to this family get together. And I get to my apartment and I actually start packing things. Well, first off, I run inside and I look at the plants. Where are the plants? How are they? Are they dead? Who's dead? Who needs water? And I was just pouring. So there's holes in all the pots I've got my plants in, because you want it to be able to drain the water out. And so I put the plants that were alive, I put them on the terrace, and I started just pouring water over them, making sure that they were wetted and moisturized all the way through the water. And that was a really good time to do that before I had to bring it all back the day after on Sunday. So I put them all on the terrace and gave them a bit of water. And then I just started packing the things that I wanted to bring with me. The important things, my desktop, the screens, the speakers. What's this little thing on the ground? Anyway, the plants, and then some of my, some of the valuables that you don't want anyone to break in and take. And I got all that packed up, and then I took the bus and met up with my brother and his girlfriend. And we went to this family party, and generally it was fine. It was just boring. So the reason why it's boring is because I don't know these people. I've seen them a couple of times. They are my dad's not nephews, but cousins. They're my dad's cousins. And apparently they hung out a lot when they were kids, so he knows them well, and they've had children, of course. But my brother and I have never had anything to do with these children, or their parents, for that matter, really. the only one I really know is my godmother, who is my grandmother's sister. We've had a lot to sort of do with each other because my dad used to come at her and her husband had a veterinary clinic, and he was a vet. And my dad was like me, very fond of animals, and he would come there to work during the summer, and he was very close to them. And so my brother and I also became very close to them, and we visited them often. So it was nice to talk to her, and my parents were there, and my brother was there. The rest was just kind of sucky. It was just, you make small talk, so how's it going with you? And I barely know what these people do for a living. I know one used to be an art thing. One has got something to do with the human mind, but that's very broad. I don't know. I mean, I could ask. I do try to sort of inquire indirectly, because it's kind of awkward to go, so what do you work with again? I'm sure you told me 5 times, but I kind of forgot because I only ever see you once every third year, if that even does it. I'm a family person, but I'm a close family person. I know that many people say, well, it's your family. Of course you'll go to see them, it's your family. But I'm of the conviction that, yeah, we might be blood, but we're not family unless we're close. I consider one of my really close friends more family than these people. They're very nice, but I don't know them. I don't. Sorry, is that harsh? Uh-oh, they discovered that my wounds didn't heal because an autoimmune disease. I'm getting treatment now, so I feel awesome. Didn't feel this good for a month. The light is with me even here. Oh, George, I'm so happy to hear that. That's such a relief. Of course, it's never nice to get a diagnose for anything, but the fact that you get, like, you actually have an explanation for what's going on and you get treatment, that's so good to hear. That's the best news I've gotten all week. Every year I found out that I have more family. I don't think it's harsh. Distant cousin or uncle. My wife's like that, so I can relate indirectly. That's good to hear. I think I might, I mean, people who don't know me, have on occasion called me a little bit sort of distant or a little bit cold. I'm actually a really warm person, but I'm just very, it takes me a while to just open up to. I don't meet a stranger and go, "Hi, stranger, let's be friends. I trust you now." It takes me a little bit, a little while to open up to people, and the same goes for this family that I don't know them. I don't want them to know about me. I don't want them to know my fears and my secrets and my problems. Also because I'm thinking, well, do they care? Or are they asking to be polite? I've been to a family reunion, but I didn't know anyone there other than my mom. Not really a reunion for me, just a union. Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt too. We got some good food. We got some good dinner, except I missed. There was apparently a tiramisu and really nice homemade ice cream and cheeses and all really good things for dessert. But at that point, I had been awake. It was the same day all this happened. I had been up at 4, at a 4:45. And at 10:30 in the evening, I was just exhausted. I did not want anything more else in my stomach. I didn't even eat that much. I had most of the main course because it was fish, and I really love fish. But then the second course, it was me. I mainly just had vegetables because I don't know if you guys have experienced when you're so tired, you feel like you can't really stomach anything. Okay, and we got the sharp talon out. We have, okay, Saviors, would you please also just give up your shoulders? That would be very nice of you, actually. No, no shoulders. Well, there's no reunion without you. I've dozed off in the middle of conversations. I sleep when I have to. Like, excuse me, I'll just sleep in between meals. That could have been an idea. And then I heard the day after that they had this amazing food, and I like dessert. But you know, we also had breakfast at the hotel, at the inn, afterwards, the day after, which I then enjoyed. All right, that was that. I just wanted to get that done. Do I have anything else with my hatchlings, actually? There's all these pet battles. I'm actually kind of tired of the pet battles, not gonna lie. Excuse me. I've been too tired to eat and opted for sleep instead of dinner. You know, and then I'd also, you know, dessert is good, but have you ever tried a slow big breakfast? Have you ever tried fresh bread rolls and eggs and bacon or sausage and pancakes? There were no pancakes. It would have been nice if there were pancakes, but there weren't any pancakes. And juice and fruit. Then you might reconsider how good dessert is. My friends are used to it. I take cat naps all the time. I wish I could do that. I can't really in a room full of people. No, I'm gonna wait with these pet battles. That's just a little bit much at this moment. Let me just see what my colleague is doing. Well, not doing, but if she needs help. Not this little bit, but a huge breakfast I'd shovel down. I do enjoy eating more than I should. My brother was having a real good time too. He loves buffets, and the main course that we had was a bit of a buffet. We had different kinds of salads and different kinds of meats and different kinds of potatoes, and he was just having a ball. It's so nice to see. And then for breakfast, he was also having a ball. He was, some people of you might know it. You know, bacon sandwiches. I did not discover this phenomenon until I went to Cornwall a couple of years ago. Bacon sandwiches, though, are good. And my brother was making these bread rolls just stacked with bacon. And my godmother was sitting next to me, just eyeing these layers of meat. And it's not really, I mean, it's not good for you, but he was on vacation and he has been working hard. I've got so much admiration for him because he went to summer school and worked at the same time. It's the last year of university for him. And he's just giving it his all, which is really nice to see. He's never really, up until university, he was very hesitant to give it his all, but now he is. He's way more ambitious than I am. I'm sitting here, well, I'll just work in a spa for the rest of my life if that's what makes me happy. Whereas he's got ambitions. It's like, I want a wage like this. I want a position like this. He's got goals. It must be nice to have clear goals like that. And he's very smart. Also a little bit, I mean, he's very, very confident in those things where I'm more sort of unsure of where I fit in today's world, other than in WoW. I do know I mean I can do 15 keys and higher, but I fit in there. But other than that, bacon butty. Is that what it's called? It's very good. Okay, what am I doing? I'm just sending over some fish and some cloth, I think. Should we send over the silk too? Yeah. And I'm going to do, I still need a couple of pieces of the mirror network set. So let's just do that. Have I done the Ember Court this week? I have. Pretty sure we did. I used to have huge breakfast like milk and cereal, but instead of milk, yogurt. That's also very good, actually. Been working too much, so I get tired and I can't eat. Ah, you should though. I know the feeling of getting home and just feeling incredibly sleepy. But then after I eat, I actually wake up because I'm not as drained anymore. So it's really important to eat. Eating Revendreth. Oh, I should go pick this up. That would be dumb of me to not pick that calling up at the same time. Because I can just go and open some chests as well, and I should get both. I have fake bacon and potato waffle sandwiches, sometimes with fried egg in as well. Clogs the heart, but it's good. Just, once in a while. You only live once. Just don't eat it every day, and you should be fine. Otherwise, your cholesterol is just going to go haywire. I need to, when I get my own place again. Speaking of my own place, yesterday I did it. I wrote the owners of the apartment complex, the renters, the rent outers. What are they called? Landlords. I emailed the landlords that I was going to move out of the apartment. So I did it. I officially am going to move out of my apartment in the city. And yesterday I felt very weird. I felt a little bit sort of, have I made the right decision? Have I been too rushed? But then I slept on it. Like yesterday was a mess. I was so exhausted on top of the weekend. I hadn't slept enough. And I feel much, much better today about the whole thing. I look forward to not think about that anymore. Even if it does come with a lot of moving pains, if that makes sense. But what I was saying was, when I get a new place, I want to start practicing baking scones. I've always wanted to try and make scones, and it should be pretty easy. So scones, and then I want to learn to make breakfast sandwiches as well, which is, I mean, it's no science, but breakfast sandwiches just sound so nice. And I've never had it. I wish I got into business instead of wasting 8 years in corporate. What's the difference between corporate and business? Because I've studied business. I've studied international business, and I only did it because I wanted to live in Japan. And looking back, I won't say that past me made the wrong decision, because she was very happy and she had a goal and she had a dream. But now that I've decided I don't want to live in Japan, business is just not me at all. It's just the corporate world. To me, it's so pointless and superficial. The previous workplace I worked at, I once went with the boss to some of our business partners, and he showed us this area where really wealthy people go to view sports matches. So these wealthy people pay a ton of money to just support the local team, and then they get to sit at the first class rows, or what you want to call it. And it was so insignificant. It was so redundant. I looked at it and I thought, you could spend your money on something that's much more meaningful. Business, your own business. Oh, yes, I agree with that. That could have been awesome. Cheese sandwiches. No blood in my veins, just cholesterol. Moving out? Yeah, it's exciting. You know what? I also, my mom got a contact in this town, who can help me. I can loan his car and move all my stuff instead of paying a fortune to have someone come and help. So that's really good. It's so fortunate. You find out that maybe living in the countryside isn't actually that bad because there's so many people can help with all sorts of odd things. And everybody knows everybody, so everybody helps everybody. Sandwiches sound good any time of day? Yes. Bread sounds good any time of day. It isn't good any time of day, but it sounds good any time of day. Did you lose rep with your covenant if you change it and then change back? No, you don't, Vanya. You'll be fine. So if I look, have I switched covenants around? I have actually. Yep. So I have been Night Fae and I have been Vinthia on this character, and I've got Exalted on the Wild Hunt, and also Exalted on, where is it? The Court of Harvesters. So you don't lose it. I used to work 15 hours a day, made a lot of money for the company, and just made 10% of that for myself. Yeah, you ask yourself, where do all these money go? Also, I have also been, I don't want to say scared off, but it left quite the bitter taste in my mouth, the previous place I worked, where instead of seeing the value of what I bring to the company in terms of employee well-being, in terms of things being scheduled well and sort of happening in an orderly fashion, my boss was just looking at bottom line saying, well, I can't see your work directly influencing the income of this company, ergo I don't think I need you anymore. And that stings. It really does. It does scare you off a little bit. And all the while I've been studying business and afterwards, I've said to myself, well, if I'm to work in this field, I want to work with something that matters. And that's not rare, but you know how small of a fraction of the businesses out in the world mean something, or sort of not mean something, but affect something positively. I've not been playing WoW for the past 2 months due to my university pressure and part-time job timings. I will once when I have my semester break, which starts after 2 weeks. I'm a Demon Hunter main. Man, I really miss playing WoW. The beauty of this class is just breathtaking. Hi, Kingsley. Welcome to the chat. You echo exactly what situation I was in when I was in university. I also did not play WoW at all, and it was awful. I missed it so much, but I also knew that if I played WoW, I would, one, not really be able to focus as much on the game as I wanted to, because university pressure, and you've got all these other things in your head, your part-time job, friends you need to see, exams you need to pass, homework you need to do. And while you play, you also know, well, I could be spending my time studying for the next exam. So it's just, I mean, you'll be fine. You'll come out on the other side and you will have way more time to play WoW. Maybe actually, I mean, in my final year of university, after finishing my last paper, I had so much time on my hands and I got back into WoW and I just played the heck out of it. It was for the very first time I started raiding, and it was a ton of fun. So I mean, the game isn't going anywhere. It sucks that you can't play, but you've made the right choice of not playing, actually, I will say. And I love my Demon Hunter too. It's so much fun, and it's just the aesthetics are right up my alley. If I wasn't so fond of playing a Death Knight in terms of the gameplay and rotation, I would play my Demon Hunter much more. But it is my first ult, so to speak, my primary ult. And I have been tanking quite a bit on it during Shadowlands, which has been a lot of fun. Same here. Haven't seen any of my uncles aunts and cousins in the last 20 years, except for one. I gotta focus on this mirror. This is just going anywhere. And even my brother and sister in a year, half brothers in 6 years, and I don't mind. Many of these people are very negative and toxic, and I don't need that in my life. So, see, that's another example of their family. Yes, they might be family, but it might be way better for you not to hang out with them. Just because they're family doesn't mean that they're good for you and that they're good people, and doesn't mean you have to force yourself to care about them or anything like that. I think that's a little bit misunderstood. When it comes to business, I mind my own. Don't get me wrong, they paid me a lot, but when I look at how much I made for them, it's a fraction, yeah. I just want to be happy with what I do. I don't need to earn a lot of money. I don't want to do that one. Secret treasure. I can never find the secret treasure. I should just go and do another world quest. 8 from above. That one's easy. I played WoW through 2 masters, but didn't sleep much, so yeah. I mean, WoW is nice. WoW is good and all, but have you ever tried sleep? Sleep is very good for you. Make sure to come back for Dragonflight. At least give it a try. The thing is, though, I knew when I was studying during university and holding off from WoW, I knew if I just as much as dip my toes into it, if I just smell it, I won't be able to stop. It's a little bit like I mean, I'm not addicted to WoW per se, but I just as Kingsley is saying, you love the game so much and you crave playing it because, I mean, you miss it. You miss the feeling of playing WoW. So I just thought to myself, it's better I just wait. Okay. Oh no! I fell down the hole. So much for wings. Here, everything is about family. I mean, it also depends on the family. As I mentioned, my dad was very much sort of, well, you can't just say you're not going to the next one. You have to. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a tree. I ended on a tree. I don't like being told I have to do something. Not unless it's my boss that tells me you have to do this by the end of the day, for instance, because that's my job. But someone telling me I have to hang out with someone. I'm nearly 30, so I don't have to do anything anymore. Luckily. I do not talk to my family that much, even with my parents and sister, but if one of them asks me for a favor, I'll try to do it, because we are family. I don't like that they try to show interest at what I've been doing just to ask me a favor. Yeah. Well, we're all often guilty of that, right? Instead of, if you haven't spoken with someone for quite a while, you'll usually go, hey, how have you been? How is work going? Instead of just going, hi, it's been 5 years. Can you please, can I borrow your car tomorrow? Or can you please water my plants while I'm on vacation? I have to, apparently. So the landlords, of course, want to show my apartment to potential new renters. And they told me, well, you'll have to be available for us to show you apartment. And I go, well, I'm on the opposite end of the country, so can we sort of come to an agreement of some sort? Is there an alternative? Because I can't really be there. So I'm supposed to give one of my keys to a real estate agent, and now I just have to find a date to actually hand it over, because I'm not really home the next couple of weeks. I am in the UK, as you might know. Hello, Autumn and everyone. Hello, VJ. How are you? How how has your weekend been? And your Monday? Not forget Mondays. So, so yeah, I went through Saturday with the dinner and just went to bed relatively early, and I had quite a decent sleep, but I'm the type of person I want to get up relatively early for the breakfast at a hotel. So the hotel told us there's breakfast from 8 to 10. So I thought to myself, well, I have to get up at 7:45, because then I can just brush my teeth and I'll be there at 8:15. I'll get some good seats. I will get food while there's a lot of it. I didn't actually have to because there was a lot for quite a while. It wasn't really an issue at all. And I also wanted to wait for my parents because everybody else came late. It was just, I didn't have to get up that early, but that's me. I get up early. And then on Sunday morning, we were just walking around in the town. We went to that particular town because that's where all of these people actually derived from, if that makes sense. My dad's grandparents used to own a little grocery shop. You know, the local, back in the old days, so tiny little shops with daily groceries like milk and no, not really milk and butter. You went to a specific store for that. So flour, coffee, utensils, cleaning stuff, that sort of thing. And then his grandmother had a candy store. She could make her own chocolate, which was very extraordinary back then. And that's where all the children came from. So they had 4 daughters, and said 4 daughters each had at least 2 children. One had, I think, 3. And each of those children had at least 2 children. So I think we were 26 people, and not all of us. I think we were missing 5. We'd have been 31, which is a lot of people. So there was that. Okay, let's go and turn these in. Do I need one more mirror? No, I got all the mirrors, didn't I? Oh, Inquisitor. I got not all the mirrors, but I got the entire set, I think. Okay. Please, I'm just trying to get home. Hello there, I made it. Hello, you made it. How are you? I'm gonna eat this cake because I'm forgetting about it. If aunts and uncles needed help, my dad and I have been multiple times and never been invited to anything. And so we set boundaries, they never called again. There is such a thing as exploitation, and unfortunately, there are people in the world that do that, even family. It's kind of sad. But there you have it. I mean, and then there's just people that sort of forget, that don't really think about it, and they're not really mean. I'm being told again and again by my mom to not set any expectations, that you can't expect people to treat you the same way as you treat them, even if you want to, even if that's what you're told as a child, that, well, you should treat others as you want them to treat you. You can't set any expectations, unfortunately. So yeah, we went for a walk around the town, which was quite nice, but then we stopped several times, and then people were just talking, and I was just standing there sort of, well, this is awkward. I can't tell you for the life of me what they talked about. I was bored out of my skull. I was so bored and I was cold. It was just not very pleasant. And we finally, after several hours, finished, and my mom and I drove to my apartment and spent an hour actually loading the car with my big desktop and everything else and just secures. Because, of course, when my mom and dad went home to their place, my mom also decided to bring a lot of her plants. So there was just plants everywhere in this car. My mom brought big, huge rows, and it was just so funny because I talked with her about bringing my desktop, which had two screens, and she sends me a message the day before while I'm packing these things. She goes, what are you bringing? How much space do you need?" I said, "Mom, we decided I could get the entire back seat for my things." And she goes, how much stuff do you need? And I said, "Well, I have two screens." "Do you need screens?" She says, so, "Mom, I can't use my computer without screens." And then when we start packing this car, I come down with the desktop. We set that one up. I come down with the screen, we set that one up, and then I come down with sort of other things like the plants and stuff, and then I come with the second screen, and she goes, "There's a second one." Yes, I told you there's two. Oh, it was just my mom sometimes is hilarious. We made it work. She has got an affinity for just stuffing this car full. There's always space for more. She goes, "Well, they do make sure to prepare some stuff if there's more space." And I mean, there was more space. I had space for my winter jacket, and I had space for my Pokemon, which are behind me. You're okay. If you're in Asia, most extended family are more worried than your parents about when you get married. They are. I hate relatives you meet only at weddings. So like, "You remember me?" I'm usually like, I know the face, but I can't place a name. I'm usually, "Yeah, sure, I met you when I was 5. Of course I remember you. You made such a big impression. It was amazing. I mean, of course." I don't remember the name. Just act like you know. Exactly. "Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. How's business going?" "What business?" "Yeah, I mean, business at home, your business, your stuff, that business. How's it going?" Well, what am I doing? What are we doing? It's been a while actually since I did this character. Anything on this character. I set it up to get some gear, and get some transmog, and I kind of forgot about things. How's your husband? He died last year. That's happened to me. Well, that happens. You can't really, I mean, of course you'll ask. How should I know your husband died last year? My condolences. I should soon be able to go and tame that nightmare spider, which was the plan on this character. Okay. How's the family? Yeah, avoid how's the family. Is that because I didn't know she was married? I'm ready. Let's go Holnheim Mountain. Am I supposed to hide here? Are we hiding? I'm not supposed to hide here, am I? I hadn't seen her for 10 years. How would I know? Oh, oh yeah, that's true. I was about to just, how do I actually play this character? It's been too long. Ah, there we go. There we go. I think I know the rotation again. Just don't stand in stuff. I also forgot, like, right last minute before stream started, I was setting up things and I forgot. Like, here we go. Oh God. Did I tell you? I have really a really big story to tell you guys. My I I might have told you. Did I tell you guys about the man in the garden at night? The man in the garden. I don't recall if I told you. I was way braver than I thought I was that night. A night elf druid? I wish. I wish. I also hate it when they're like, you didn't call it last year. So what, you didn't either. Exactly. Like, if you wanted to talk to me, just call. So I assume I didn't tell you guys about the man in the garden. The man with the flashlight in the garden. So I have been by myself for about a week here. No. I've been by myself for about a week while my parents were home in the other house tending to things. You gave her all. And every night I mean, I'm not scared here at all about anything, but I do have a bit of a treacherous mind in terms of I imagine looking outside the window and there'll be a face in the window. Because I watched too many horror movies. So that's what I had imagined several times by myself. But it never really happened, of course. Because there's nobody here. It's a tiny town. There's no break-ins at all. There's nothing. Nothing happens here. So I would go around, I'd take my rounds, and I would lock the doors and make sure I had locked the door and make sure I had locked the door and turn off all the lights and go to bed. And then one evening, it was on Friday. No, not Friday night. Thursday night. Yeah, right after the stream on Thursday night. I was playing WoW, and it was 10:30 in the evening. And I sit here, and there's a big window there, and a big window next to me. And I just see this bobbing flashlight it was pitch black outside. I see this bobbing flashlight, and I just think to myself, what? Is this actually happening? Why is this happening? And I was just thinking to myself, why is someone walking outside in my garden with a flashlight? So there's a door right here leading out to the barn. And I see that he's sort of walking around the house. Or I don't know why I assume it's a he. It's a person with a flashlight. I don't know why I thought it was a he. It was a he. But anyway, so I open the door to the barn, and it's completely dark out there. He can't see me and I can't see him. And I just yell, "Hi, can I help you with something?" I don't know what to say. Like, what do you say? Excuse me, why are you walking outside in my garden with a flashlight at night? And I thought, well, if I just wait and he breaks in and he figures out there's someone in here, he might be more spooked than if I actually call him out before he gets here. If it's a thief, I can scare him off by just alerting him to my presence. So I ask him, can I help you with anything? And I think I must have shocked him as much as he shocked me. Because he goes, yeah, I'm from the municipality. And I go, well, okay, what are you doing? It's 10:30 in the evening. And he says, well, I was supposed to check for some noise because my parents have been complaining about noise from the neighbor who's got an electronic, an electronic charger for a big bus. It's an electric bus that they're charging all the time and very, very noisy. So my dad has been complaining to the municipality. And I hear noises. Hello, can I help you with anything? No, might be my cat. There is noises. Hang on. Hang on. I'm just going to be right back. It's all good. It's my mom. Mom got home. Um, all's well. Anyway, he tells me he's from the municipality and he's here. Well, I was called about noise. And I say, well, okay. I was told nobody was home. And apparently, my parents have told them that they're out of town. And they have failed to tell them that their daughter is home. So I was told nobody's here. Well, I am. I'm here. And then he was sort of asking where the noise came from, and I told him where the noise came from, and it was all good. But then when I went to bed at 11:30, an hour earlier, I also saw him coming back from the neighbor's place. So he was still walking around with that darn flashlight an hour later. Just no. Sounds like those YouTube videos with security cams. There's a YouTuber walking around my garden. What does he even... What do they need from my place? You told us about the man at the door at the neighbor's place. I would say Baladash Malinore. Greetings. Salutations. What's up with them running around your place? Rude. How dare you? Thank you so much for the bits, Mark. Love justice, the reckoning is at hand. I don't know. It's just so random. Take the camera with you. Excuse me. What are you doing here? Legend. Twisting. Oh dear. It was, oh my god. It was quite something. I was talking with one of my friends. Oh god, I can't see a thing. I fell down somewhere. I can't see. It's completely black in here. Am I going the right way, Bonzamdi? Is this a staircase? Nope, I fell down again. But okay, I'll follow the map. There's supposed to be a small bridge here. Okay, I can't see anything. This must be what the man felt like on Thursday night. I can't see a thing. Am I going the right way? Oh yeah, that's the way out. So I was talking to my friend on Discord at the same time, and I come back and I say, there's a man in the garden. I'm slightly shaking. Because, I mean, I was confronting a big fear. What if it had been a thief? What if he got spooked? I mean, there's no thieves here. There's no people with weapons here. It's Denmark. Imagine if this is a scene out of something like Glee. Start singing every breath you take. Not this. Ackling an NPC and they will go away. What is it that they say in Stormwind? Good day to you. Safe travels. Or call the police. Well, there's no need to call the police. Also, the funniest thing is when you talk with people about these sorts of happenings in the neighborhood, they go, "Well, you should call the police." Well, the police is on vacation. It's not even a lie. The police is on vacation at this this point in time. They're on summer holidays. There ain't no police here. What am I doing? I don't know my keybinds anymore. Would be really spooky. Yeah, imagine just going up to someone's house, walking around with a flashlight, and then when they come out, you just stand still and act like an NPC. Just saying the same things all over every time they say something. You just say, "Good day to you." See you around. I don't know why I always think of the male NPCs in Stormwind when you say NPCs. It's just that's the first thing that pops into my head is those guys. Oh, unstable connection again. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm sorry. I don't wanna confront these big dinosaurs. Is Twitch freezing for anyone else, or am I being punished? No, it's the entire thing. It's my connection that's very unstable at the moment. I'm afraid. I don't really know. I can't really close anything. Everything is I mean, I can close my file manager. I don't know if that's helping. It does happen when I am in the countryside and I am far away from the internet router, I'm afraid. I hope it stabilizes soon because I've been watching that red block of KB per second be really, really unstable. It's very bad at the moment. Don't really know. If I could give you some bandwidth, I wouldn't, as I need it. While how very kind to not offer. It's not really, I mean, the internet itself is amazing, but I'm just so far away from the router that it's not really stable. I won't say anything important until it stabilizes. It is just a little bit bad or very bad for the general stream well-being and development that it's so hiccupy, if that's a word. It is also just going all out of proportion. This is so weird. I haven't told you to go beyond 5,000. It's just going haywire to 10,000, 9,000, and then all the way down to 1,500. It's not actually. Can you just stabilize, please? I can't do anything. I completely forget about my cake. Maybe I should take a break and play some ads for you and see if it stabilizes during that time. Where's my pet? Hello? Okay. You know what? I'm going to just sit here for a moment and I'm going to take that break, play some ads, and see if I can stabilize this. So hang on. Ricasso, why does your dragon have to be rude? George is rather good with names, I would say. What did I just do with my microphone? It's way too closer now than I wanted to be. Well, the stream was green when I left. It had stabilized, but now it's, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This will go on for a while still, I'm afraid. I'm not gonna get a house anytime soon. I'm not gonna get a house until I stop paying rent for my apartment, and that won't happen within the next 3 months unless a new renter appears and takes over, because then the landlords will want to just go with that, you know, and they'll release me. So we can all cross our fingers that I will be released early so I can invest in something else. I also haven't really found a Dracthia name. I have a couple that I have just played around with. I might take, I have a hunter that I have just made, and her name is Wraith. I might take that one and actually just save it for a Dracthia character. Wraith is, I mean, it's not a typical dragon name, but it's a nice name. And then I have Jigsaw as well, which is also not a Dracthia-ish name, but it's a nice name. It's a cool name that I've just been holding on to. Okay, now I just need to take the big guy out. But before Dragonflight, you know, we will have Wrath Classic, and I have actually set up the dates for it. The Scourge Invasion and the Priest Patch events that I want to play on stream. So you better prepare yourselves for that. Oh, excuse me, can we take a second to just appreciate this necropolis? Because if anything, BFA had some of the strongest zones in New WoW history. This is just crazy beautiful and eerie. And I want to just linger. They've really made the necropolis amazing. Okay, let's just walk into... I can't see. I can't see anything. Oh my goodness. Where I have no idea where I'm going. Is there a bridge here? I'm just gonna look at the map. There's a bridge. I see you. Ricasso is part of a dagger between the hilt and the blade, and I thought it was a good name for my rogue. So I think a less clever name for a Dracthia would be cool, you know, to sort of equalize it. That's actually really cool. I didn't know Ricasso was a thing. I thought that was just... I didn't think it meant anything. Okay. Renown. I'm now renowned. Okay, now we just need to get information out of this guy. Let's go. How do we get out of this gong? I'm just walking, and I'll just assume I don't run into walls on the way. This is part of this is definitely my favorite part of this Autumn questline. Is this the... what's it called? The reveal. Just focus a little bit. It has some very stunning views. I mean, just the horde zones are spectacular. The rainforest environment is just your hunter through a flare if you can't see. You're right! I forgot about the flares. I don't play a hunter that often, I'm sorry. It's actually rather embarrassing because I used to main a hunter. All the way from Classic till Legion. I mained a hunter. Okay, I gotta focus. Don't die! Don't die! Oh, I missed. What if I miss one of them? What if one of them dies? Will I fail? And then you get a Wargen as well. In this quest line. It's very nice, a nice tie-in. Am I done? Nope. Thought that would be something a bit more serious. Eh. Sounds like Picasso, and my character is an Autumn Dawn, so I roleplayed it first. He was an artist at murder assassination. Ah, I can't read that. That's actually a really good idea, though. I ended up role-playing an inept version of me, which isn't far off from the real deal. That usually happens when you roleplay something. Like you could pour a big portion of yourself into it. At least in my experience. I haven't roleplayed much, don't get me wrong, but when I was younger, I did. That's actually a really good character, though. That's befitting of a very nice thriller. What do we want? We want haste and crit, but if we can't have that, I guess I'll get haste versa. I think we can go into the Emerald Nightmare now. I think we can, actually. So let me go do that. If I leave now and don't go to the mall, I wonder what will happen. I was just thinking that in BFA, we had 3 heritage armors in Alliance and Horde, and now in Dragonflight they can put the other 3 and boom, all races with heritage armors. Will we? We're missing night elves. We're missing humans. Do we have dwarves? Why did I use my Hearthstone? I wanted to go to Dalaran. Okay, I've got 3 pets, so it should be good. Do I have the flight paths? That is the interesting question. I don't have the flight paths. I will have to fly there manually. I reckon as much. Gotta love the stressful fun quest. I mean, I do like that kind of quest, but not while I'm actually reading chat. Because that will make things really difficult. Both of them really difficult. Oh dear. Go down here. Can you get back up? So, you guys know. If I put that here. Can I put that here? You guys know that there's a deer in the area, right? Oh, I can put it over here. Hang on. There's a deer in the area, and the other day I was outside or I wasn't outside yet. My cat was outside, and I went out to her, and I noticed she's had several stare-offs with the neighboring cats, which I've then helped her chase away, because they're big cats, big younger cats, and my cat has got arthritis, and she's 19, so she should not fight, but she won't back down. And so I thought she was staring, she was having another stare down with another cat. So I immediately went over to her, and then I looked down through the garden, and the deer was standing very close to the house, just sort of frozen. Apparently it had been having a staring contest with my cat. And then I went out, and it was only sort of, so do we have another staring contest, or should I? And then it ran away, went out across the fields. But that deer is not that afraid. It's very nice, though, being in a place where there's deers and rabbits and so many kinds of birds. I can't see the birds anymore where I'm sitting because my screen is too big. I can see them over there, though. So all is good. All is well. But Kitty's doing very well. She's very happy, and we were having a bit of a nap together earlier before the stream. She was lying on my bed all day. We went to bed together last night, and I woke up with her curled up at the end of the bed, and then I left for work, and when I came back, she was still in my bed, and I lay down on the bed to take a nap, and then she got up and curled up right next to me, and it was really nice. It's nice to have some quality time with her again, and she's no longer afraid of the room, which had made me very sad when she was. So finally the scent is gone, the scent of people she don't know. She doesn't know. There was actually a couple of other things that I picked up from my apartment that I really needed. I don't know if I told you guys about the... Oh god, this stream is all over the place. This is not really good. It's very bad at the moment. What is going on? What internet is it running on at the moment? I think it's a little better now. Not amazing though. It was having major hiccup. I'll pretend I'm not frustrated. Okay, I need Ray to be normal for sure. Let's see how this goes. It's definitely not great at the moment. Might have to end early if this continues, because this is not very good conditions for anybody. Okay, this is not an issue at all. I mean, this boss, that is. I'm going to try something, and it might disconnect the stream, or it definitely will disconnect the stream, but I have to try something because viewers are dropping off, and this is not how I want things to be going, so... Hang on a second, I'm going to be back. Let's see if I can, if this will help anything. I am so far behind, clearly, or I am so far forward in terms of where the actual stream is at the moment. I can see that on Twitch. This is rather awful. Okay, I'll just go grab the spider, guys, and I'll be stopping stream after that, probably. I guess I'll just talk to myself then, because there's no connection between what I'm saying at the moment and what you guys are viewing. Because it's so far behind. It's really awful. I don't think, has it been this bad before? I think it's been this bad before, and then I stopped. I stopped the stream, but I'm stubborn. I don't want to stop, but might have to, because this is very, very, very bad. Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to run in. I'm gonna grab this spider so you guys can see it on the VOD. And yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll just continue streaming this for the stream mod. And I need to sneeze again. It's hot in here. I don't know why I need to sneeze. Well, I could talk about what I've been considering then recently, because this is one of the reasons, this bad connection is one of the reasons why I'm considering how long I can keep streaming for. I thought this setup, this situation was going to be very short. I thought it was going to be over the summer. I did not expect and plan for it to be longer than that, but now it's dragging out, and seemingly it's going to be this setup for a very long time until I find another place to be, and I just can't stream on these conditions. I can't stream for you guys with such a low upload rate at the moment, and this internet is just blummin' awful. So I have considered whether it's worth more to invest my time in making videos for YouTube instead of these streams that are unstable. But I mean, they're great when they're not unstable. Okay. Ball, you are being dismissed for the moment, so I can tame this little spider. Oh, they're just all attacking me. There we go. This is all I ever wanted. This character. Ow. Standing stuff. Look at it. It's amazing. It's perfect. We need a name for it. It's beautiful. Okay. I think this might be the end of it, guys. This might be the end of the stream. So, this is very anticlimactic. But I gotta end it here. This connection is going completely haywire, and I can't do this to you. Nobody wants to watch such a laggy stream, regardless. But I do want to say thank you so much for joining me today, for being here, for letting me share my stories. I had so much more to tell. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm going to be back here on Thursday, same time at 5 p.m. and hopefully everything should be good. It could be air pressure. There could be thunder coming. You never know with a small town like this. These things happen, especially when you want to stream, but any other time connection is just fine. It is. But I mean, KB per second now is at 500. It's supposed to be at 5,000. It's bonkers. I got the spider. That's all I ever wanted. Fingers crossed things will be fine for next Thursday, because that will be the last stream before my vacation. And I want to spend some time with you. But thank you so much for the resubs and for the bits. I look forward to the next stream on Thursday. Fingers crossed it will all be smoother at that time. Take care, guys, and take care of your friends and your family, and well, take care of each other. Bye.